Hi everyone, welcome to my June reset. It is currently the 1st of June and it's going to be such an exciting month for me, but I also need it to be super productive so I can stay in line with the goals that I have planned for the year. So let's get into it. If the setup is looking a little new to you, you'll remember from my May reset that I was getting my balcony transformed into my home office and most of the work is all done. The only work that's remaining is like the decorating part and styling it all up in the way that I want. If you also do hear a little bit of echo, it's because I hardly have any furniture in here other than the table that you see. So that's something that we're gonna work on for the month of June. I'm gonna spend most of today going through and just resetting whatever needs to have like a little bit of extra attention and whatever my goals are for the month of June. Together we'll go through some of the tasks that I have that are pending. I have a few things to like unpack, deep clean, reset, reorganize, and then of course we're gonna be running through my goals for the month of May and if I achieve them, and setting new goals for the month of June. We'll also have a quick look over all of the goals that I set for the year. As usual, we'll go through my goals planner Google Sheet, which I'm also gonna link down below if you guys wanna set up your own goals and follow along with me. So for the reset today, nothing super hectic like it was last month, I wanna say, but we do have to unpack my suitcase from my last trip, which was about 2 weeks ago, still remains unpacked. We'll go over the books that I've read, tidy up my bookshelf a little bit as well. I've cleared some books off my TBR, which I'm excited to just like put away in the main part of my bookshelf with you. I also have to print out family calendar for the last 6 months of the month and just like assign a couple of things on there. Reorganizing my skincare shelf. I'm gonna make some summer popsicles for the month of June, just so I have like it to last me the entire month. We're gonna do a few different flavors, meal planning for the week. I'm going on the Asia trip in 7 days. So we just have the last few restaurants and things to book. Also have a few little bits of work that I have to tie up. We can build some furniture together as well, just to get the decorating process of this room started. I have to do a fridge deep clean and hopefully we'll get time to go for a quick little swim. It is, like I said, the 1st of June, which in my head is the beginning of summer or is like the main month of summer. Where I live, everybody tells me that it's actually the beginning of monsoon. So we'll see how the weather holds up. Let's go ahead and unpack my suitcase and we could also go over my travel goals. Right. I just remembered this bag is actually not from my Hyderabad trip, but it is from my trip to Kolkata. I went to see my grandparents this month and it's my first time seeing them since having baby, and it's also the baby's first time meeting her grandparents. So that was really lovely. I have to put most of these in dry cleaning, except a few things that I got dry cleaned while we were staying there. While we were in Kolkata, we were supposed to just be there for one night and there was a massive typhoon and all the flights got canceled. So we had to check in to a hotel really quickly and we only bought like an extra pair of clothes to go back home in. That was fun. So I had a couple of things dry cleaned while I was there. So while I'm unpacking, let's go over my travel goals that we have. So have I visited 20 new countries? No. I'm still on 8, I believe it is. I just have to update this sheet. Yep, it's 8. So the last new country that I visited was Turkey. And then this month, I'm actually going to be going to Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, and Taiwan. I know a lot of people don't count Taiwan as a country, but I believe it is officially recognized, and that's what Google says. So that's what we're going to be following. I have also booked my trip at the end of July to go to Bhutan, and we're going to be hiking Tiger's Nest, which is exciting. And I'm not sure if I updated this in my May reset, but I also booked my tickets to Europe in September, which I'm so excited for. I thought I really wouldn't meet this 20 country goal, but I've written it down. I've told you guys about it. You're all gonna keep me accountable. Like I have the opportunities to go. It's just like kind of making the rest of my month or my time really productive so I can justify going away for 7 days or 8 days, which is also kind of not too bad, I guess. Also, don't worry, I am cleaning up my bed. I'm doing a bed like reset, vacuuming it, changing the sheets also because I just put my dirty suitcase on. So that's also happening. One new country in Asia, not happened yet, but it's gonna happen in the month of June, visiting 4 new countries with my baby. She's at 3 right now, and I don't think she's gonna hit the 4th until the end of the month. Resituated myself in the bathroom so I can put away some more of my skincare and tidy up the shelf with you guys. So we have snorkeling trip and snorkeling session. I have not done this yet. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get time this year to do it. Like, I have the time, I should say, but I have most of my trips kind of booked out, and I don't have like a snorkeling trip booked, so I'm not sure when that is actually going to be. Ballet or a musical, I'm thinking I'm gonna get a chance to go check out a ballet when I'm in Australia in like towards the end of the year. I'm going there for a friend's wedding, and then we have visit a European Christmas market. This trip also is not booked. I think when I'm planning out my goals for next year, one of the mistakes that I made is like I made these goals this year, which I usually don't do, but I just like made these goals without thinking about like my plan for the year or like how some of these were going to slot in, or I should have made goals that are like go on a snorkeling trip and like visit a new like beach location, but I've made it like ballet or musical, and like the countries like in Asia, like in Vietnam or something, I'm not going to be able to see a ballet. I don't think they have their own ballet company. Maybe I should look that up actually. I don't know, but I should have made my goals a little bit more like interconnected. And then lastly, I have see the Northern Light, and I have not done that yet. I'm hoping that I can do that as a birthday trip right at the end of the year, but we'll see. So in terms of my yearly travel goals, I haven't made any headway in May, but I also knew that at the beginning of the month that I was not going to be traveling anywhere. And that's why also I don't have any monthly goals in terms of travel for the month of May. Let's now move on to our book goal. I did have a goal to read 4 books in the month of May, so I'll show you which ones I read. My goal for the month of May was to read 4 books, and I have a yearly goal of 25 books, and I managed to read my 4 books. It was a really tight call because I didn't get into like any series or any book at all this month. I really struggled with that. Like there was no binge reading whatsoever, which is also good because I had otherwise productive month aside from reading. And sometimes if I'm in a book and I'm binging it, like I find it really hard to tear away and get stuff that I need done. 3 of the books that I read this month were from my physical TBR. The first is, oh, here we go. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I got into this book a little bit more, I guess, towards the end. I did end up finishing it as an audiobook. There's been a lot of housework and stuff that I've had to get done, so this was really easy to just finish off that way, and I'm excited to be able to put it away. For It Ends With Us, I would give it like a 4-star book. I did find it interesting, and I know Colleen Hoover gets so much flack online, and I mean, I've only read one of her books, and with it, I don't see why. I'm not saying that like the hate that she gets is warranted or unwarranted. I don't have an opinion on that whatsoever, but just based on this one book, like I've read worse writing. I've definitely read like bigger plot holes or little loops and things like that, and I thought this was a 4-star read for me. Like I would have tempted to give it less because I didn't enjoy the story. I don't enjoy some of the tropes in the book, and I find them sometimes a little triggering, but that's a personal me thing. It's not like it's a bad book. It's just something that I personally don't enjoy. So that's probably a 4-star read for me. If you guys missed in last month's video, the books that I have along here are my TBR, like books that I have to read or are unread books basically. And then the books that are actually in the shelf are all the books that I have completed reading. So this way, this is like a good visual. I can actually find the books that I need to read, and it so far has worked because obviously I've read 3 books out of this pile here. The next book that I read was The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, and this was a decent book. I felt like it was a little bit too long. I'm going to give it another 4 stars. It is basically about 2 people. They work together, and the female main character, she has to attend her sister's wedding. Like, just story goes from there. Again, no spoilers from me. Actually, I guess I could tell you what's on the blurb because I hate when someone's giving you like what they read this month and they just tell you the entire plot of the story and then you don't want to read it. Main character has to attend her sister's wedding. It's going to be held in Spain, and she tells her family that, oh, she's dating someone, etc. And her coworker is like, hey, I'll come with you. And they're kind of like enemies or like not really friends. And it kind of like just goes from there. 4-star read. I just thought it was a little long. It could have just been like half the size or like a third of it could have been taken out. Still like a good entertaining read. I think this would be so interesting to have as like a rom-com, like as a movie. I'd be really excited to watch it. But as a book, I just felt like it was a little bit too long and it could have been a little bit shorter. I did enjoy like the ending of the book. I enjoyed like the little twist and stuff at the end. A good book. If you like rom-com style books, this one might be nice for you. I'm gonna also now put this away in my bookshelf. It's good because both the Colleen Hoover book, It Ends With Us, and this one like sits together, like they're the same kind of color spine. My bookshelf is color coordinated, so that works pretty well. And then in my pink section, I have some extra space. The next book that I read was also something from my TBR pile. And that was, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. This is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, and it's part of her Dreamland Billionaires series. I believe there are 3 books in the series and they're like interconnected stories. It's not a true like trilogy, I would say. And basically there are 3. Dreamland is like a park like Disney, like Disneyland, I should say. And there are 3 brothers that are like heirs to the park. And each book, I believe, follows one of the brothers. So this book is basically 2 characters. They become co-workers, and kind of the trope is, I would say it's like a enemies to friends to lovers to etc. Nice, lovely ending, like a good entertaining read. But I think I'm so used to like some of like the highs and lows and the big things happening in like fantasy books that sometimes like something like this, it's just like a chill, lovely, comforting read, but it's not going to be like something that I will remember for the rest of my life. If the movie came out on it, I would definitely watch the movie. And I would recommend this to someone who enjoys like romance, billionaire romance books, or just romance books and stuff that are like easy to consume and digest. 4 stars. I would recommend the read. It's a good read. I also started reading just today the 2nd book in the series. It's called Terms and Conditions, and it's about another brother. But excited. Let's put this away on my shelf. Look, it's like a black spine. So this black section is, I don't have the other 2 books in the series, so I don't have to, like the physical books I don't have in the series, so I don't have to try and fit them together. I might just slot it in here. The last book that I read for the month was a ebook. I read it on my Kindle. It is The Serpent and the Wings of the Night by Carissa Broadbent. And this is such a hyped book in like the romance fantasy world. I really highly recommend it. But again, I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I was so excited to read the book and I just didn't end up enjoying it as much. It's still a 4-star read for me and still like an exciting book, but I just wasn't captivated like I thought I would be. Similar book that I've read to in the past is probably like from the Blood and Ash series and the obviously the Spark of the Everflame, and I was absolutely captivated by those books. And this one I really kind of wasn't. I read like a few chapters every single night. Took me the entire month to finish it, which usually with a book like this I can, if it's like I'm really into it, I can finish it in 2 or 3 days. Yeah, I started reading. The book is like, it's a duology and there is like a novella in between the 2 books. So I've started reading the novella, and again, it's a good read, like nice writing and stuff, but nothing really captivating. I just wish it was like a proper trilogy. I hate having like another book, like novellas or something else in between, I realize, where like you again have to learn like a new world and there's new characters and stuff like that. I think I just, for this book, I particularly didn't enjoy it, but still reading through, I'm going to push through and complete the series. It's interesting enough for me to finish it, but if you were like a fantasy romance reader and those are the books that you like, it's not a book that I would probably recommend. I thought we can go ahead and jot down those books. So the first book I read in the month was It Ends With Us, and then I read the Spanish Love Deception. And then we read The Serpent and the Wings of the Night. And then we just finished The Fine Print. Okay, so that is 4 books. I'm up to 27 books for the month, which means I can officially tick off my reading goal, which is read 25 books. Woohoo! Woo! So out of all of the goals that I had for the year, I have now completed a total of 3 of them. All right, so I'm up to 27 books. I think I'm going to try and hit 50 books for the year, and I'm pretty much on track. It is the month of May just finished, so I'm halfway through that goal. So if I continue to read at like a similar pace, I should be able to hit my 50 book goal, but I'm not gonna update this. I'm quite happy with that. For my monthly goals, I had read 4 books. So I'm just going to give that a little tick. I haven't updated this page yet, but I thought I just wanted to add the books that I wanna read this month. Last month, I set like a bunch of books that I wanna read in the month of May, but I didn't write them down. So I thought this month I'm going to write like books that I want to finish. I can keep referring back to them and make sure that I hit those books, because this month I just kind of read like whatever I like felt like. So I'm going to push myself in the month of June, and I'm going to say read 6 books. 4 books I can read pretty easily. So like even though May was a really slow reading month, I was able to read 4 books. Like I hadn't finished by, I think like by May 15th, I hadn't even finished 1 book. And even being just like super slow reader, rotating through the books, reading only a couple of pages or a couple of chapters, I should say, every single day, I still managed to read 4. So June is going to be a month that I'm going to push myself, and I'm going to have like a list of books that I want to read. And it's going to be from, some of them are going to be from this book pile here. I didn't finish these books that I had set myself for May. So the first is finish The Miracle Morning. Next is going to be The Pelican Brief by John Grisham. I'm going to try and finish this book, Who Moved My Cheese? And then the last book is going to be The God of Small Things. And I think I also am reading The Assassin's Blade on my Kindle. So for the month, if you can hear a beeping in the background, that's my generator. I'm going to try and finish reading The Assassin's Blade. So those are my 5 books, and then I obviously have to read a 6th. I'm also currently reading 6 Scorched Roses on my Kindle. That's like the novella to The Serpent and the Wings of the Night series. So maybe I'll finish that. Maybe I'll finish Terms and Conditions, which is a 2nd book for the Fine Print trilogy. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave that as flip. I'm hoping to at least read some of these books. These 3 books. This book I have as an audiobook that I rented, so it didn't cost me anything. But these 3 books I only have as physical books. So we'll see how this goal goes, because I am traveling for 2 weeks in June, which means I only have this week and the last week of June to read them. So I'm not sure how well that would go. I'm more likely going to read books that are on my Kindle or as whatever's as an audiobook. Yay, I'm pretty happy with my reading status, my goals. I'm happy that I have reached a point where I've kind of completed them. While we're sitting here, let's kind of go through some of these other goals that I had set. First, finish renovating and setting up the house. I would say we're almost done with this, and I think I can tick this off in July. Yeah, Invisalign. Haven't made a move on this yet. I'm going to Hyderabad again in the month of August, and we're going for an extended period of time, so maybe I can set up an appointment and get that started. Running C25K program. I haven't restarted this since I stopped in February. So let's see how that goes. I guess I stopped in March. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and restart this maybe in July when I'm back. I do have found like a place to run that's outdoors, but we will see that in a later month. This one, lose X amount of kilos. I have started working on this in the month of May. I got myself an Apple Watch, tried to get in some of my steps, and actively working on this. I think whatever was my goal, I've lost about 20%. I think I'm not gonna say any like kilos or pounds or numbers, because I know it can be a little bit triggering for some people, but my goal just for the year basically was to lose however much weight that I had gained during my pregnancy. I don't know if that's like a toxic goal or a healthy goal or whatever, but tired, like mentally tired of being at this body weight, but also like physically really tired. Like the more weight that I've gained in the past couple of years, the more and more like tired or fatigued that I have felt. I don't want to feel tired when I'm playing with my daughter, or feel like I just want to lie down, etc. So that's been my huge kind of motivation towards that. Basically, kind of any amount of weight that I lose or any amount of fitness that I gain, like from running, whatever it is, I am really happy with, and it's progress at the end of the day. So I am happy that I've just like begun my journey. Okay, and maybe now contradictory to that previous goal is work my way through a cookbook, cook 30 recipes. I think I've done 2, maybe 1 recipes from the book so far, but I think I will get more serious at this goal come July. I'm not gonna try to maybe attempt, actually no, let's try to do one recipe this month. I do have this week and the end of the month, so we'll go pick out, yeah, let's go do that now. I'm gonna go grab the book. The book is The Joy. I did see a recipe in here that I want to try. So let's pull it out. It is a scones recipe. I love me a good scone. So I think there will be, I want to try and find a buttermilk scone. I love freshly baked scones with jam and cream. Oh my gosh, like it's something that I love, but I don't eat too often because they're hardly ever freshly made, and few places where I live have it available. So let's see, scones, cool. Okay, they only have chocolate, orange, classic cream, cutting the fat, lemon, blueberry. So I think I'm gonna go for a classic. 3637 is the page. I love me buttermilk scones, but they don't have that here. So we're just gonna go with this. Classic scones, okay. Monthly to do, let's go cook scones from page 367. And then one of my goals for the month is also going to be to make some lemonade. So I know that's basic, but I love lemonade. I love lemonade so much. Fresh lemonade is the bee's knees. I could just look up the recipe online, but if I have it in my book, that means I can tick off a recipe for the book. So it's on page 13, right at the beginning of the book. Lemonade or limeade. I might replace, they use like 2 cups of sugar, and I might replace that with a little bit of honey or something. I might do like one version with just a little bit of honey for the baby, and then like one version with like stevia for me and my husband. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna drag this down here and then make lemonade. All right, so what are we up to now? Common hobby between me and my husband. We started doing yoga at the beginning of the year and haven't picked that up. I haven't picked that up recently. So I would say that we're still kind of working on this. For this, I'm gonna write like, we have to do it once a month for 6 months, because that's what we have left now. Okay, I'm gonna write, actually a better thing to write would be like 6x a year times a year. Okay, I would say we have done yoga 6 times this year together, but I'm not going to include that because I just made up this little rule. I'm going to try and find something new. Yoga we've both done together before, so I'm going to try and figure out our tennis lessons, and it might be a little bit later in the year. But that is it for my personal goals. We'll also have a look at the monthly goals that we set. The daily goals that I had were walking 5K step. Maybe I achieved this. One other thing that I might add on here is I've wanted to make some banana bread for the longest time. I was gonna make some banana bread on the 5th of the month. My daughter's birthday is on the 5th. Not her actual birthday, but just like her monthly birthday on the 5th. And when she was like a baby, we used to celebrate like 1 month, 2 months, but I'm still kind of doing that, not to the same scale. Before her grandparents would come down and stuff to see her, but it's just like a fun reason to eat cake. And let me see if I can find a banana bread recipe in here, because I can also add that then. So there is a banana bread recipe. So I'm gonna write that in, make banana bread. All right, that's in. I was gonna say I'm gonna only set like a few goals this month, but I already have so many that are happening. Okay, let's check my step goal that I had. I said an average of 5K steps. I don't know if I hit this, but let's have a look. Let's do for the month. Okay, so for the month of May, oh, I'm so sad. I had an average of 4,277 steps. I'm gonna insert for you guys like a screenshot, but like a lot of the days I did have like higher than 5K steps, but then some days I barely had any step. Maybe I think I probably forgot to, I think this day, oh yeah, this day I forgot to wear my Apple Watch and stuff. And funnily enough, today I'm also not wearing my Apple Watch. All right, so my other goals were to leave the house once a day. And I think most days I had accomplished this from like looking at my little like graph. Probably the days that I didn't accomplish, there were probably only 3-4 days where I stuck myself inside the house. But we went to Hyderabad and 2 times in the month of May. I went to Kolkata once. We went to the pool like at least, I would say like we went to the pool a whole bunch of times, went for walks and stuff. So it was a pretty good month in terms of that. And drinking 3 liters of water. I think on most days I also did this. I was filling up my Stanley cup every single day and tried to make it a point to like chug like 300 ml of water between like every couple of hours as well. So I think I hit that goal. Record the mini vlog masterclass and plan the launch. I have done this, you guys. I'm so excited. It launches in 3 days. I have to work on like the website and the front end and everything, but we are done with it and I'm so happy. Like, I'm so excited, and I feel like if you want to create like videos, like a mini vlog style videos, this masterclass is going to be perfect for you. I'm linking it down below if you guys want to check it out. I'm so excited. Okay, posting 4 times a week on Instagram. Let's check if I did this, because I think I did it sometimes and not other times. So 4 times a week, 4 weeks, there should be 16 posts. And have I done that? First post, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. I'm 1 short on the goal, you guys. Not happy about that. It's so funny because yesterday I was trying to post a reel and the file would not export. Like, it kept just like resetting the export. So I was like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. But just goes to show, I don't know what it goes to show, but I mean, I should have just threw and maybe got it done, but it was already 12:30. So I did not hit this goal. Okay, daily vlog for the entire month of May. I did not hit this. This was an example of like, why did I set this goal? Like, I know why I set it, but like, what's the purpose behind the goal? Like, other than just to do something every day. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna change this. It is now June. Everything will reset here. And then I'm also just going to move all of these up. All right, so then I have these 3 cooking goals, and then I have some other goals for the month, and we're just gonna set them together right now because this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place to be sitting. The rest of the goals for June. Okay, so then we have some travel goals. So obviously I'm going to be hitting that visit 1 country in Asia goal this month. So that's 1 goal. And then I'm also going to set myself sunrise of Taipei 101. Basically, I just made little mini goals of things I wanted to achieve during my trip. Most of these are kind of like, I already have my trip, like everything booked in the countries I'm going to go to. I really want to do them, but I'm a little hesitant. So sunrise of Taipei 101, you have to do like a little hike to get to this viewpoint. And we have to do it really early in the morning because Taiwan is going to be extremely hot when we're going. And it's going to be the only opportunity that we get. I'm going on this trip with my sister and we were just talking about it and we're like, should we go? Should we do it? Like, we're feeling like a little like unsure, even though we both really want to do it, but just something holding us back. Kayaking in Vietnam. I want to do kayaking at Halong Bay. I feel a little like, I feel a little worried because I haven't kayaked for a long time. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I feel a little like I haven't been kayaking since I gained weight. And I'm like, will I be able to get into the kayak? So I know I am going to be able to, but it's just like, something that holds you back in your mind. So I'm going to put it on because I'm going to push myself to do it. I'm going to push myself to wake up in the morning. It's like an really early morning thing as well. Sunrise at Angkor Wat. Yep. This one, I think we should be able to hit this one, or we are booking a tour for this. But this is like this is like one of those life's bucket list travel goals that you have, like, going to the pyramids, Stonehenge, Niagara Falls, Empire State Building, Taj Mahal, Angkor Wat. So it's like one of those things. It'll be epic if we achieve this. I have like a little mini goal of like also we're going to Laos, but I don't have a goal for Laos. Maybe it'll be like a cooking class in Laos, but a lot of the cooking classes are held outdoors and I know it's going to be boiling, so I don't know. Okay, average of 10K steps. What? I know this is crazy because this month I didn't even hit for the month of May, didn't even hit my 5K average step. We're gonna hit it in the month of June because I am traveling and I'm planning on being a little bit more conscious about it. And I'm hoping that even if I do like 9K steps or, a little bit less during the first 2 weeks of June, the middle 2 weeks when I am traveling will make up for it. Let's see, not sure. All right, okay. And then I already wrote my book goal. My other goal is going to be launching my mini vlog masterclass. I also want to have a picnic. I'm going to host a little picnic, probably just in my garden and just between me and my husband. Maybe for the picnic, I'll make some scones. We'll have some fresh jam, cream, sit outside like in the afternoon and enjoy. And then my last goal for the month is to have like the best Father's Day ever. This is going to be our second Father's Day that we're celebrating. And last year for Father's Day was a complete flop because I forgot. Granted, I was at the time like 3 months postpartum and I was so deeply lost within myself and everything that was happening. I just completely blanked on Father's Day, and my husband does not deserve that. He is a great dad. He has such a busy like work life and he does so much for us like in that way for our family, but then he still comes home and he's a great husband to me. He's an amazing dad and he's so hands-on. I said this in my previous vlogs, but the reason why I am able to travel is I'm gonna cry is because of him, like because he's so hands-on. If I didn't have a partner and if my daughter didn't have a dad, I keep thinking like he's sitting there. If I didn't have a partner and my daughter didn't have a dad that was so hands-on, I would have completely had to let go of all of like the dreams and things that I wanted to do. And because of him, and he's so understanding about it, but yeah, because of him, I'm able to seriously pursue so many of my work goals, my personal goals, my fitness goals. And he has a really stressful job, not a fun job. He just deserves it. He deserves the best Father's Day ever. So I don't know the metric of how that's going to be measured. I think I'll just ask him at the end of Father's Day, did you have the best Father's Day ever? And being as sweet as he is, he's probably going to say yes. So I already got all of his gifts. He's getting lovely new t-shirt. I got him a little money clip. I got him a new work laptop. He has currently like a Windows laptop, and I got him a Dell laptop. He does not want an Apple MacBook. I cannot convert him on that. He's a Windows user. So I got him the best, like the best of the best, whatever. I like did all my research, and this is ranked number 1. This is ranked number 2 on Google. Number 1 laptop, which is like the Dell XPS 17 from like a lot of the blogs that I read, was sold out everywhere. So I ended up getting him the Dell XPS 16. And after reading like comparisons and reviews, most people say it's kind of the same. And the 17 was a disappointing upgrade from the 16. Anyway, my husband is not very tech savvy regardless. So I don't think he's going to understand too much anyway. I don't have them here to show you. They haven't all arrived yet. I got them all sent to my mother-in-law in Hyderabad, and she's going to bring them over. She's also going to be here for 2 weeks to look after the baby while I'm in Asia with my sister. Again, so grateful for her. And it's Grandma's Day because she deserves something. She, again, when I'm going on my trips, when she's always comes over and then like helps, you know, my husband look after the baby. He has to obviously go to work during the day, so she helps manage her. And whenever I'm in Hyderabad to go to the office, she looks after her and totally doesn't have to, like, you know, you've done your child rearing and stuff. So it's like amazing that she comes in and does that. But all right, those are my goals for the month. I'm going to take a quick break from talking to you guys. It's about 4 o'clock now. I'm all ready for the pool. We're all done with the smoothies. I was intending to go to the pool around 3 o'clock, but now it's like 4:30 and it's a little overcast as well, which is, it's not bad because it's so hot outside, so you don't want it to be super sunny. This is my fit for the pool. It's like a long sleeved thing with like a little skirt with it as well. People here at the pools dress a lot more conservatively, probably not like long sleeves, but usually all of the ladies are wearing like little skirts, and even kids are wearing like longer swimsuits, no bikinis, really also no like one pieces that are like don't have shorts or little skirts with them. So this is from a brand called Spirit Animal. They do like plus size, more modest, conservative swimwear that I bought for the summer. No cameras allowed in the pool, which I think is a usual rule. So I'll see you guys after. It is 7:52, if you guys can see, p.m. We got back from swimming. I had a quick rinse off. We played in the garden, played with the dogs. I had dinner, fed the baby dinner, gave her a bath, and now she's just playing with her nannies and having a little bit of yogurt. And I have a hair mask on, just like a random oil that I just oiled my hair with. And while that kind of seeps into my hair, I am watching the new season of The Kardashians. I'm on episode 1, and I think I have like another episode to watch. So while I'm watching that, because of course we have to be super productive in this reset, I'm gonna set up my Billy bookshelf from IKEA. This is going to be for my office, and I actually have 2 of them. One is for my office and one is to put the shoes in. The Billy bookshelves, they come in like a regular size and then like a half size. So right now I have 1 regular size and 1 half size already set up with my shoes, but I'm finding that it's not enough for both mine and my husband's shoes. So I bought 2 more of the regular size. Now I'm thinking that I'm gonna do 2 of the regular size for all of our shoes, and then 1 of the regular size and the half size for my office area, like where you can see into the kitchen window. I wanna cover that up. I'm not sure if that's gonna look a little awkward or if that'll look okay. I have lots of these extra shelves because initially I thought I'm gonna use the half size for the shoes. So we'll kind of see how it works because I don't wanna waste those little shelves that I have for the half size shelf. I bought them because like I have a lot of flats, and currently like the half size shelves has like each shelf is really big. So like if you put flats, you waste a lot of space on the shelf. So I bought extra shelves to insert so you could put like a lot more shoes. But so if I decide to keep that shoe shelf as is, I'll have 2 of the Billy bookshelves in my office, which I think will look a little better, but we shall see. This really shouldn't take me too long. I'm gonna give myself until the end. Like I'm watching along with the episode, and I do feel like I'm being super unproductive as I watch the episode, just because I have a lot to do today. If I didn't have things to do, especially with a bunch of the stuff like that I need to get done for the course, I would feel happy to just sit down and watch TV. But I have like the deep desire today to be super productive because I just have a lot on my plate. Finally got the bookcase unboxed. This was honestly probably the hardest part with the bookcase. I don't know if there's a particular way that you're supposed to unbox IKEA stuff, but their packaging is like, the cardboard is always like glued shut. I wish there was like a little tape that you could just cut and open, but I'm assuming they have reasons for all of that. Got it unboxed and finished episode 1. It didn't take me the entire episode to unbox this. I was like last 15 minutes of the episode in when I started vlogging with you guys. And now I'm gonna do episode 2, and I think I will be done with the bookcase by the end of the episode. So okay, I am officially done building the shelf, and episode is officially done, like right on the dot. I do have to put in the in-between shelves, but the main structure and everything is ready. Like the hard part is ready. So actually no, this is probably the hardest part. I have to lift it up. On the instructions, it does say this is a 2-person job. I think I can do it myself. So let's give it a go. All right, it is done. Some of it was damaged a little in shipping, but that's fine. It's done. All right, here's the shelf. I just have to put in the in-between things now. I'm going to clean up, and then we're gonna start our work session. Done with the IKEA shelf. I cleaned up. Now, as you guys can see, I just had a shower, got the oil out of my hair. I did have to double shampoo. And as I'm doing my nighttime skincare routine, I thought I would go over the last section of the 2024 goals sheet, the little work section. Let's do it. I am gonna first, for my skincare, I have this, ooh, can you see it? Will it focus? I don't know. But it's a Dr. Dennis Gross Universal Daily Peel. It's an exfoliate and smooth. I do need to exfoliate a few times in the week just because I have a lot of like skin turnover. And if I don't exfoliate, I will break out. So this is just something that works for my skin. If you have like super sensitive skin and you don't need to exfoliate as much as I do, like don't. But yeah, I need to exfoliate at least like a few times a week. All right, so my first goal in the work section for the year is make X sales or revenue for 2024. And I haven't met this yet, but I am gonna, because I have multiple sources of income, I will tally up like how much I have made so far, so I can see the percentage amount right now. Right now, like I know how much I've made like across different things, but I do need to like tally everything together. Something I'm hoping to achieve it by the end of the year anyway, so that's not too big of a deal. Daily posting on CC Short, that's like Curious to Shorts, and I haven't been doing this. I think we've been doing maybe like, I guess we've been doing like 5 days a week, so that's decent for me, but I do need to do it more frequently. Next, launch 5 digital products. My second digital product of the year is going up in a few days, June 4th, the mini vlog masterclass, linked down below if you guys want to check it out. I know how to click cool little vlogs for Instagram and TikTok. I have a bunch of tutorials that are also going to be uploaded in the month of June for it as well. And then planning out my next digital product, which is going to be, I think, like a transitions masterclass. And I think that's going to drop at the beginning of August. So that's really exciting. And I'm not sure about the other 2 right now, but this is a goal that I'm determined to achieve. I have to wait for 2 minutes before I can apply the next thing. While I wait, I'm just gonna take my towel out. Now my hair has like a little bit of freedom. It's not so hot. With the door closed, it's so like hot and steamy in here because I had to also turn off the fan so it doesn't make that noise. Patreons. I think I mentioned this at the beginning of May, but my Patreon, I'm going to be closing it down at the end of June. And all the tutorials that I've posted, there have been, I think like 70 or 80 tutorials. I'm going to move them into the transitions masterclass. It's going to be like a one-time fee to join, and you get access to all of the transitions all at once and all of the new ones that I'm going to upload as well. With Patreon, it's like a monthly, weekly kind of commitment. And I wanted to scale up my Patreon, but I realized I can't add more to my schedule just because, like you guys have seen my day today, like it is half work, half baby, half home, like, and it's really, really hectic. But I can't at this stage add any more kind of things. And my Patreon concentrate on it, and I want to spend my time doing, I think, like in terms of what I want to expand, it's like my master classes and my workshops, because I want to have like a good library of those things instead, and have like specialized like master classes and workshops. So for example, like a mini vlog masterclass and a transitions masterclass and a stop motion masterclass or something like that, instead of like having a little bit here and there. Launch merch by July. This is not happening by July. I'm not quite sure what's happening with this. Yeah, 2 team trips also not going to happen this year, I think, at all. Both of my team members that I go on trips with, they have huge things happening in their personal life, and I know that they just can't commit. Daily posting on Instagram until I hit 500K. Also, I haven't been daily posting. You guys know, like for the month of May, did 15 posts. I think I'm going to try and aim for a similar number in, what's this month? June. But who knows, like hitting a certain number on Instagram, it's like you could try for years to hit that number, and then you have 1 viral reel or 2 viral reels, and like you have surpassed that number. I just had that happen with one of my students where her goal was like 10K, and she was sitting at like 1K for like the past 18 months, and then she had a few reels go viral, and she's now at like 130K. She has been interviewed by like news, like media companies and stuff like that. So she just like literally worked her ass off for like 2 years, I would say. And then overnight, she kind of just blew up. So that's the deal with that. But anyway, still posting consistently. Life is Chitra, YouTube page, 2052 videos, daily posting on shorts. This has not happened. And closing down Champs Fleur, this should happen by end of August, because we're going to do a huge warehouse sale that we're kind of planning for. You know, you guys heard me kind of skip past this Life is Chitra stuff and a few other things here. And that's because I think for my mid-year reset, so that's going to be the end of June, I'm going to change some of my work goals. I think in the first 5 months of the year, I realized like what my work goals are, and they kind of also need to be. I've kind of gotten into more of a rhythm with motherhood. Some of these goals, I realized to achieve them, I will need to be spending more time like working and creating content than I would be spending with my baby. And I have like huge mom guilt of like already like with the, you know, I feel like I spend like hardly any time with her, and I spend all my time working or doing other like home related things, and she's just being constantly raised by the nannies. And I just, that's not, even though I'm so like grateful that we can access and have access to nannies and all of that stuff and can financially afford it, have that privilege in life, I still want to be a mom. Like I love being a mom, especially to her, and I feel like I'm missing out on that. So I'm going to change a few of my work goals. Even my niche on Instagram for Curious Chitra, I've started to change a little bit. That have made a separate page with all of my educational stuff, all of my core stuff. I still post about it on Curious Chitra, but on Curious Chitra, it's going to be more like lifestyle of, you know, in my 30s, running a business, having a baby, having our own like starter home, traveling, being a wife, like all of that. Like I realize I do have a really well-rounded life. Like I have a little bit of everything. I have good balance, and I love to romanticize my life like right now. And I realize there's also like a period of, I'm going to do like a cooling little like mask, not a mask, just a, what am I saying? I'm just going to do a really simple moisturizer, because as you can see, this mask is a little, like this peel is a little tough on the skin. It still works fine for me, but I just don't want to put on anything more tough on top of it. But this is it. So there was a period where I was like, I loved watching certain like online vloggers, and I was really starting to like romanticize their life. I mean, they obviously are romanticizing their life online, but actually no, like I guess I loved watching their vlogs, and I still do, but certain aspects of it became a little unrelatable to me. And because most of like the vloggers I was watching was in their 20s, not married yet, or just married and no kids, maybe a pet, just kind of in a different stage of my life right now. So I think I'm just gonna showcase more of that online. Don't really know 100% where I'm going with it, gonna be honest with you guys, but you're gonna see a little bit of that. I'm gonna put in some hair like treatment. I have the worst hair since having a baby, like postpartum hair for me. Not so much hair loss, but just really like dry. I always used to have like pin straight hair. Now my hair is like super frizzy. So to do all these extra little treatments and stuff, leave-in treatments and oils and sprays and whatnot. Here we go. That's nice. Still gonna be posting stop motion tutorials on this page and talking to you guys about my business using this Olaplex hair serum next. Still gonna be talking about my small business. For the time being, I'm still gonna do all of my stop motion tutorials. They're gonna be posted. I think my current schedule is like one stop motion tutorial a month-ish. So that's still gonna happen, but you'll see a few more vlogs like this, like productive days in my life, evening routines, morning routines. And I think I'll also show you guys what I do on rest days, because this is just one day in the month. I do have days where just like as hard as I'm working, I'm also resting. So I wanna show what those days look like as well, so you can be a little inspired. All right, so that is our goals planner that we have gone through, giving it a little update. But for next month, when we sit down for our mid-year reset, I'm gonna have some new work goals. I'm gonna save this. I'm not gonna delete this page, but just add in and streamline a little bit more, and lesson learned for like the year and how I set my goals next year. Now let's get out of the bathroom so it's not so hot. I'm gonna quickly just give my hair a like blow dry, because all the products I used need a blow dry to like activate. And then let's make our vision board. Let's go ahead and make our vision board. As I was saying before, I'm gonna do the same vision board, and I'm gonna do it for my iPhones. I have two iPhones, one that I use for shooting my mini vlogs, and then one that I just use every day. And then I'm going to be doing one for my laptop and then one for my iPad, because that's all of the tech that I use. I'm going to do this on Canva. You've seen me do it before. The first thing I'm going to do is create a new like canvas to work on, but I need to know the size, like the screen size of my MacBook. So I'm just going to Google like screen size of MacBook Pro. I think this is a 16-inch. If you go to General and About, it automatically gives it to you. So I'm going to just take it from there. And then I'm going to go to create a design and then go to custom size and just put in my info. So I have, it's supposed to be 3, 4, 5, 6, and the height is 2, 2, 3, 4. Right, that is cool. And I'm going to just do create design, and then I'll have a cute little like blank canvas. Then I'm going to go over to elements, and actually I'm going to go over to design, and then I'm going to put it in like mood board, and then it comes up with like a bunch of different like layouts that you can do. So I'm just going to pick something that I like. I don't have too many images, so I don't need too many like spots, I guess, and one of the spots is going to be filled with my like list of goals that I want to have. Let's find something like that. I just want it to be just clean and minimal. Let's see. I don't have anything on this one right now. This is, yeah, I don't have any vision board on this laptop. I have it up on my other laptop, which is my work office which is my office laptop in Hyderabad. That's a really, not a really old laptop, but old laptop that I keep there. Anyway, I'm rambling right now. Let's pick something. Let's have a look at this. Do we like this? I don't mind it. I do like the quotes. Do we like something like this better? Do I like something with the white spaces better? No, I don't think I like the white spaces. I think I like this or something even cleaner. Okay, let's go for it with this. I'm just gonna remove some of these like symbols and stuff here because I want it to be less cluttered. And this background here, I'm just gonna change it to this soft green. This is just like one of the brand colors that I have. And then let's go to uploads. I had picked all of the images that I want, I realized, but I cleared my downloads. So I don't have the images that I want. Okay, here's some of them. I'm just gonna quickly, how do I do this? I did have some of the images pre-saved, and then I had it saved onto my downloads folder, and then I cleared my downloads folder. So I'm going to drop them on my desktop, and then I'm going to just quickly upload them on Canva. It was messy. It's been a while since I got these images, but probably just look for some new ones with you guys anyway as well. I'm going to also have my 2024 goals open up as well, so I can just cross-check, and I really want all of my the goals that I've set for the month to correspond to my digital vision board. Okay, so I think I have a bunch of travel ones that are already up here. So like sunrise at Taipei 101, gonna go right there. That's amazing. And then I'm gonna close this. And then what do we have? So I've done that one. And then kayaking in Vietnam, I believe I have. And then we have sunrise at Angkor Wat. I think that's this one. So let's put that there. And then what do we have next? Sunrise at Angkor Wat, I've just put down. And then average of 10K steps. I think I have one that's like a walking aesthetic. Can't just seem to find that one. So I might change that. And then I just have this one. Oh, I don't like to have other people's faces in it. So I'm going to look at this one again, this average of 10K steps. Launch the mini vlog masterclass. Do I have anything for that? Not really. I have a picnic. I must have something for a picnic. And then best Father's Day ever. I might put something a little up there for that. Make lemonade. I have one. So I'm going to put that right here. And then I have something again for my reading aesthetic. I add that every single month because my reading goal is huge for me. And then I have something again here as well. And then let's go over to Pinterest, and then let's add a couple more. So I'm going to add one of scones because I got to remember to make that this month. And then we also have to find one of banana bread. Let's try to do scones picnic. Then I can get two of them kind of done. This is the vibe. This is what I would like to do, even though the scones are nowhere to be seen here, but let's try to go back. Let's backtrack. Ooh, this is the vibe. Okay, I'm going to save this for picnic because this is super cute. My picnic is not going to look like this. Okay, I think I'm going to just save this one. Now that I'm thinking about it, guys, I'm thinking, should I do a Father's Day picnic? Similar to these pictures, my husband loves a good high tea, and this would be so cool for him. I could have him set it up in our garden. I would have to hire someone to do it though. I think he would really like it. I'm gonna try and make it happen, guys. Best Father's Day ever. That'll be tick. Picnic, it'll be a tick even though I'm not there. Okay, just downloaded these files. Let's just go back over to downloads and let's add them in. I think I'm going to add it in here, and then I'm going to put the picnic here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And then what did I just remove from here? This reading aesthetic I removed. I'm going to find another reading aesthetic. I don't like this reading aesthetic. What am I trying to read this month? I think I want to finish this Serpent and Wings of the Night. So let's see if I can find anything to inspire me to finish reading that book. I like this one because it's getting on too much. Maybe I like this one because I'm up to the second book and I haven't been able to commit. I think I like this one, guys. So I'm gonna download this image, and then let's go back over, upload that image, and I'm gonna drop that, I think, right below. I want it to be a good mix of things. What else do we have? Okay, I'm gonna do a Father's Day version. It's so funny because when I put these things on my vision board, it happens. I put something really similar for in the month of February or in the month of March that I wanted to do for my daughter for her first birthday. And like it happened, like because I had this image up on my laptop. So when I was buying the balloons, when I was decorating, like subconsciously, I already had that in the back of my head. So like it happened. So I really like this, like Happy Dad's Day. And again, like there's no helium in the area that we live. Oh, I love this too. This is super cute, but maybe a little wasteful, but he'd probably love it. If I did something like this, I don't know. That's a lot of flowers. See, if I put this, I know this is gonna happen and it's gonna be expensive. I'm trying to think. I've already used up my whatever budget that I had in mind. Do I cheap out on something like this or do we go with this? He'd love both of them equally. I'm gonna download both of them and I'm gonna put both of them up on my vision board and let's see what happens. This is probably like a priority for me because last year I didn't do shit. I wanna make it up this year, but also I can't make it up too much because then how will I beat myself for next year? So these are all Father's Day related and then I'll put the scones right over here. And then I think I removed this one of Anchor Wat. So Anchor Wat I'll put maybe right over here. I'm gonna just delete this. I think what I'm gonna do is this kayaking picture. I'm gonna put it here. And then we have some things to work with. So Anchor Wat I've put here. And then maybe the kayaking picture I'll put here. So then all of my travel is all interconnected. I wish the space was a little bit bigger here. I'm just gonna expand it. So all my travel is kind of here. I need to do my steps goal. I wanna use this one of this Apple Watch because to be honest, I should be using my Apple Watch more and I don't use it enough. I should be getting more steps in and seeing that number on your Apple Watch where it goes 10K, does a little fireworks for you. That's magical. This is such a cute picnic setup. Oh, I love this walking aesthetic right over here. I'm also gonna put, I realized that a huge motivation for me to also walk the 10K step is that I wanna do this tiger's nest hike when we go to Bhutan at the end of July and I need to be a little bit fitter than I am right now to be able to accomplish this hike. So I'm going to put a picture of the tiger's nest up so I am motivated to make sure I get those steps in. Don't miss it. Wish there was like a picture with the back of somebody's head like this. This is going to be me end of June, end of July. I'm going to drop that in right there. Okay, so I still have 1, 2, 3 kind of spots left. What are we going to do? I have my lemonade, I have this, looking back at my goals again. Okay, I opened up a few tabs here that I like. See, I like this aesthetic, but it's never gonna be me. I'm never gonna be walking with the matcha in my hand because there's no cafe near me that has any matcha like that I would be walking towards theirs. Also love this, but it's too basic. I want something more. Should we do this? I need to probably get on my journaling game. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at my yearly, I think that's it for this one. Let me see if I can find anything. Let me just see if I can find like a business motivation or something like that. Ooh, I'm gonna do like a 5 a.m. because that's super motivating for me. Something like that. And I'm also gonna do a YouTube goals because like I mentioned, I'm changing up my YouTube goals. I'm gonna put this one. There's one right there that I really liked, but okay, 5 a.m. download. Let's go. Okay, 5 a.m. Early mornings, 5 a.m. Let's upload that. Let's also do this play button. Play button is not in my thing for this year, but maybe next year it's gonna be part of my goals. This 5 a.m. thing would be perfect for it here, but it's becomes too small, but I'm gonna put that there anyway. Let's put this play button. I wish it was more landscape here. I need a nice landscape image almost. I love this image. It'll be a good landscape image. Okay, let's try to make some of those work. Yeah, let's try to make this one work. Happy with that. I still have to change this button right over here. Okay, so I might make this one my 5 a.m. one. No, I might make this one 5 a.m. and then this one the serpent and the wings of the night. Okay, now I have to change this one and then I'm pretty much done. What do we have left? Let's have a look over our goals again. Let's have a look over our main goals, see where we're at with that, and if I'm trying to go for any more of them this month, maybe just a general vibe. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a picture of the sunrise because on our trip I want to get up and see the sunrise a few times. So let's do a few of the sunrise. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Maybe this one. This is more of a sunrise you might get in Sydney. I miss being in Sydney. We don't talk about that here. All right. Okay. This is like a major goal for me right over here. I'm just going to duplicate that. Right over here, I want to do my 10K steps one, like the 10K on the Apple Watch. I want to put that one. I'm happy with that. Tilt it a little bit. All right. What do you think, guys? This is our vision board. Oh, and I also have to write like my text. So let's try to find a list or elements. Okay, also have to write in my list of goals. That's important for me. I might just do like a screenshot of this. No, I definitely do not like that screenshot. Computer window. But I do like that like vibe, like something like this. Can I change the colors in this? No, I'm gonna put that. I want it to be green. And then I'm just gonna move this all like this. And then let's try to get rid of, I've been loving this Noto serif font lately. I might do puppets. That looks really nice and simple. And I'm gonna do a square symbol. Here we go, white square. All right, so I'm just like making a little indent for these. So it looks like a, okay, the indent is not working. So let's just try this. Oh, funnily enough, I just realized I don't even have the Serpent and the Wings of the Night in my 6 books to read. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna find Assassin's Blade because I know that'll be really easy to find lots of aesthetics on, but I am actually quite surprised that it's not. But I'm gonna go with this first one because I wanna move this along, y'all. Center that a little bit. Okay, everything is my own picture. I'm gonna just reduce the text size of this just a little bit. Here we go. All right, what do we think about that? Everything's in a single line. I think I am pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and I'm going to download it. And then I believe it's just gonna appear in my downloads. And then we can right click and set as a desktop picture. And that's how it looks. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna get rid of these pictures now and clean everything up. This is what it looks like. I'm happy with that. It looks nice and fresh. I'm gonna go over and do the same kind of thing for my phone and for my iPad. I will insert a little picture of what they look like right here for you guys. I actually love how this looks. This looks so cute. Truly, truly love it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. I'm gonna do it for my iPad and my phone. Like I said, probably for my phone, some of the images are gonna have to go, so I'm probably not gonna have as many for Father's Day and as many maybe for travel as well. We're gonna conclude this reset. I hope you guys enjoyed resetting with me. I'm gonna go and do work for about 2 hours now. Didn't get done a bunch of like the website stuff, so I'm gonna go and do that now as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd really love that. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.